Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you, of course, by BB. Welcome, guys. Happy Friday. We are officially ending the week. And just like last week, man, it's been another super volatile week for these markets. You can't really ask for much more than that. But I'm Snorlax. You guys also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Max, Tucker, and Jackus. Welcome, guys. We're going to be wrapping up the week here, wrapping up, like I said, what has been a very volatile week. But before we can do that, you guys know what I'm about to ask you. I have to ask you this every single episode. Real quickly, before we get started, if you guys could just smash that like button. It's been an awesome week, not just of coverage, but also of volatility and everything else that's been going on. So we could get you guys to engage and just smash that like button. It would obviously go very far on the algorithm. We always appreciate when you guys enjoy our content as well. But let's get into the charts. Let's get into the markets. Because Bitcoin has, I guess we are, in the process of potentially losing support, or at the very least retesting the lows that we formed earlier in this week. And I think it's a good question. Are we going to continue to range? Is Bitcoin carving out a range? Is Bitcoin carving out a head and shoulders pattern? I think these are things that we're probably going to need a few more daily candles on to be able to fully digest. But look, we had a very strong response off the lows on Bitcoin a few days ago. I would probably like to see something similar. And as far as demand goes, show up at these lows when we, revisit them. Because it does look at this point like we're going to revisit them and possibly, even on this show. So we're going to talk about all that and more. But why Q2 is going to be epic, of course. I mean, that's why you're really going to want to tune in today, because we know the market's not just about Bitcoin. It's not just about SPOOs. Yes, these are the things that we need to cooperate in order for Q2 to be epic ultimately, but they're not going to be the primary drivers of why it's going to be epic, because across the board, you have risk proxies screaming out at you. You have the dollar index ready to fall off a cliff. You have altcoins that are showing a very strong and consistent bid. And you also have small caps over in equities that are doing the same. So there is a lot to be excited about, I think, over April and May. But March is, historically speaking, one of the worst months for risk markets. And we're seeing that play out in live time right now. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I don't want to ramble on too long. It's not like there's anything going on in equities. Really, more so the action is in crypto. Once again, you wouldn't have it any other way, even if that volatility is to the downside. But what are we seeing in the markets, guys? And why are we so excited about Q2?
Oh, man, I think losing this wasn't great. I'll tell you what, losing that was not great. I was hoping we put in a little higher low, because we almost put in a higher high, but not quite, guys, not quite. People looking for this inverse head and shoulders just got invalidated. I mean, I'd be shocked if we didn't sweep this at this point now.
Tucker, I need you to do me a favor. We discussed something earlier this week. Can you, on your chart, can you go on total 3?
Let's see it.
Oh, maybe it was total 2 then, or you just jeeted the painting.
I might have jeeted the painting.
Try total 2. No, it was in this range. Try total 2. You just jeeted the painting.
Cheated it. What were you looking at?
Okay, zoom in.
I know.
Like
didn't Jackus call for a retest of the low on total 3?
Oh yeah,
we talked about it.
6,
not a sweep, I think. But
Now that's not a sweep. If you go on H4, Tucker, we discussed after the pump. So the pump was Tuesday, I think, from the lows.
Oh yes. Yes, I drew this. I drew this little bear trap. Oh man, wow.
And I told you slightly lower than higher, that we're gonna retest the base. It's going to be scary. People will be once again like, help me, what's going on? Comfort me.
Okay,
what's going on?
Here's the most important thing. Tucker, I need you to do something on the very far right side of your screen. Okay, ignore the chart. Drag. Okay, so where all your tickers are, see the left line, make it as big as you can, like push it into the chart. Yeah. Make it no, as big as you possibly can. Okay. Now put Bitcoin up next to total 3. Drag it up there. Okay. This is all that I care about right now. Look at the percentages, guys. On National Jeet Day, it's Friday in one of the worst months historically for risk. And what's happening here? Bitcoin is down 5.5. Total 3 is down 2.8.
It is.
All right,
what
I'm going
it
to
is.
end the stream, guys. That's literally it. That's all you need to know. That's it. That's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Market Check.
Wait, but we need to check. We need to check dominance, which also has gotten nuked over the last.
Dude, you should change that to Bitcoin submissiveness because it's literally
I
about to
know.
bend the knee and go straight down.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware. Dude, what?
I love
What
that.
is this?
Brother.
What do you call this?
Pull up. That's called distribution, man.
You call that a pit stop before 60 and then distribution.
No. That's fake news. Here's the deal. Pull up the 3-day chart and then throw on RSI. This thing is cooked, man. Ask the chef. He knows about cooking. Okay. That thing is turn off Fu Manchu.
No, I need that too.
Dude, get rid of the stupid moving average. I don't know why they put that on there. It doesn't do anything.
I don't either.
Look at the divs forming, bro. It is cooked. It's cooked. It's over. This thing is going to nuke. Man.
Hang on. I need to.
Max,
You're seeing it's being very well disguised and masked today because of the 4-hour Jeet session that's going on right now. Okay. But the fact that we're seeing this type of bleed in the market and total 3 is down 1/3 as much as spot BTC. Guys, what are we talking about here? The writing is on the wall. It's just hard to see because you're feeling emotional and it's red. If we had the opposite of today and Bitcoin was up 2% and total 3 was up 6 or 7, you'd be like, oh, it's so obvious. But because it's red, you're ignoring it. You're just panicked.
Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. We could potentially do something like that, right? Where we fall off a cliff, retest, probably not that high, and then nuke. Just because, okay, look, so we got, see what I highlighted with the green money flow? We did the same thing. We went red, little green, and then it was over.
Draw on that top in 2020, Tucker, like the last pump up. Can you draw a line from that top to the left? Did we sweep it?
Yeah, we did.
So that wouldn't be 60% for us. So maybe we take out the wicks if something like that happened again.
Yeah,
but we're not getting 60%, guys. Like that's.
Would you really short that structure before it got swept, though, Max? Like we're definitely sweeping those.
I would short a breakdown, and I would also position in spot. If you flip the chart, Tucker, because you can't position spot for a short, flip it upside down for me. I would very happily take a starter position here, like a half size position here, and then if we broke it, yeah, something like that. I wouldn't mind positioning here. I wouldn't mind it.
Listen, I'm pulling the Tommy here.
Oh my!
This is something. This is something.
Wow!
This is something we discussed last time, right? That every single Bitcoin maxi has a dream, right? And the thing is, it's just a dream, and that's this. They are expecting that this is going to get hit. But the thing is that on every single alternative Bitcoin dominance chart, and I'm not going to share those, but on every single alternative Bitcoin dominant chart you will look at, this breaker level has already been hit. And what I think is going to happen is basically like when BTC on the USD pair during the bottom was right here, and every single bear out there wanted this to happen. And Bitcoin maxis are no different when it comes to psychology than Bitcoin bears. They are the same. They are the same psychology-wise. They do not have analytical mind. They are just cult, just like Bitcoin bears are cult. Everyone's cult to something. I'm cult to technical analysis and logical thinking. But some people are just cultists. And
did I come in and hear the word short? I feel like I heard the word short somewhere in the conversation. So
short Bitcoin dominance, Will. Bitcoin dominance.
Listen, so everyone here on the BTC pair, on the USD pair, wanted this retest of this breaker. The same way, if I invert this, everyone wants to have a retest of this one, right? But if you would go and you would put like, I don't know, I think let's go M2 money supply, right? You would realize that this level has been hit on every single other pair, and M2 money supply, that's not like some random chart. This is the money supply, this is the actual USD basically in circulation. So they manipulated the USD pair so that people would be waiting because it's the most watched pair, but not the real value. And everyone was waiting for that retest on the USD pair. But it did not happen then. And I think that's the same on the Bitcoin dominance chart, as every maxi is now waiting for this retest, right? They want to celebrate the Bitcoin dominance. And I think it doesn't happen on the actual dominance chart. Well, on all the other dominance charts, or as Max said, Bitcoin submissiveness charts.
That's right.
It already happened.
Really quick, I just want to throw it out there. So somebody told me an April Fool's joke the other day. It was actually hilarious. You know what they said?
Exit all markets.
They said Bitcoin was going to hit 59K. I was laughing so hard when they told me this. It was actually hilarious. Yeah, your targets are not getting hit, guys. Like you guys need to like raise your expectations. Buy in some random ass spot because you're all wrong. Not you guys, but like the people that are trying to. Hey, we're going to 59, 58, 55, low 50. No, you're not. No, you're not. Your lows are in. They've already been. The market's already capitulated. The market is in the most fear it's ever been in from a freaking 3K drop from all-time high, basically. I'm not talking about like the recent all-time high, but previous all-time high. Like, put your big boy pants on, all right? If you need the pins, put on some Depends in case you accidentally, go number 2 in your pants when it
In case you
drops.
jeet your pants, man.
Like, it's like this market's ready to go, guys. Like, seriously, like they're being ridiculous right now. Like, I'm gonna wait for one more K. Okay. Like, seriously? It's like going to the car dealer. The car dealer's like, you know what? We normally charge 70,000 for this car, but we're gonna give it to you for 60. And you're like, you know what? I want it for 59, or I'm not buying it. They're already giving you a 10K discount. Like, just chill. Take the deal. Like, why are you trying?
What's actually, I think, showing the way here is the strength of the Bitcoin ecosystem. STX, one of the only coins that's green on the day. Obviously, it has an upgrade coming up here over the next few weeks. And I think ordinals in general look very good too, which I think are favorable ultimately as far as like, and here's what I'm going to say about the whole Bitcoin submissiveness thing, because I know I've been the only one that's been preaching that we could get to 60 on it. I still think we can get to 60 on Bitcoin dominance, especially if Bitcoin leads one more leg up to like 80K. Which, I mean, I do feel that's pretty favorable at this point. Not just that Bitcoin goes to 80K here over the next few weeks, but that Bitcoin goes higher within this market cycle. If I were
Tommy, you should change your role in BB to fodder at BB.
Butter, I'm calling for higher prices. But Bitcoin dominance is the only thing I want to talk about. Like that structure, if I were to trade it, I would be expecting a deviation above those highs and a rejection, because there are probably a lot of short stops that are built up there. Just a quick rate of those highs. If I were trading it like a shitcoin, obviously it's Bitcoin dominance, so you can't really trade it the same way that you would trade an altcoin. But when I look at that structure, it looks like it wants to spike higher one more time before it really rolls over. But that's what I would say about Bitcoin dominance. And just because, we have the halving coming up in a few weeks, when you get past the halving, you're probably going to see Bitcoin dominance drop like a rock. But until then, I think you're probably not just going to see not just the chance that Bitcoin dominance can continue higher, but also that Bitcoin ecosystem stuff will outperform to a large degree over the next few weeks.
All I'm gonna say is like, none of that stuff. If your bags are getting cheated, buy more. That's basically it, right? Like that's it. Like there's
Buy
there's no
more.
there's no other discussion around it. If you don't have any money, get a second job, a third job, whatever you got to do. Kidneys are for sale. You can live with one. All right, you can live with one.
Will, how
Um,
much will you buy my kidney for? OTC.
OTC for half whatever the hospital is going to buy it from me for. So that's how OTC works. I will offer a free ice bath and some homemade stitches along with that. Maybe some peroxide. Um, but look, at the end of the day, like I feel like we're so dialed in on just like almost a word just popped up in my face and I find it hilarious because I want to use that word. The goofiest, right? The goofiest conversations when it comes to markets. Like we are in the middle of what is going to be the most like. Look, guys, going into at the end of 2022, I was like, we will be lucky to see 100K BTC. Seeing this market move the way it's moved, I'm like, we will be lucky to not see almost 200K BTC. It's completely changed as far as sentiment. It's completely changed as far as outlook, right? Based on the money flow. The money flow has just been there, right? It's been supporting price, check price, good price every time. 25K, 30K, 25K, 40K. Uh, Everybody says 40K falls, goes down to 30K. We shoot up to 64K. Then we go straight to 74K. Like, come on, come on. Like this market is absolutely ready to go. It's rearing. Like people are they're just so scared because somebody wants to be on the other side of the trade. That's all it is at the end of the day for half these people. It's not technicals. It's not money flow. It's not strength. It's oh well I just want to be on the other side because everybody's on this side. It's like no. Sometimes the market's right. Sometimes the market's wrong. Rarely is it wrong though, right? And that's the most important part to always keep in the back of your mind. And the market has been on point every single time, showing people the way, showing them its intentions. When you are the most scared, you should be bidding the most you can possibly bid. When you are targeting 59K, you should be targeting 10 to 20% above that if you are bullish. If you are bearish, you're targeting exact price, right? Because exact price on a pullback happens in a bear market. It doesn't happen in a bull market. You tend to get front run every single time. And price has proven that. Look, I'll be the first one to come out and say 30K should have happened to fill the FEG, right? I'll be the first one to come out and say low 20s at 25K should have happened. But I was like, no. I was like, they're not going to let it happen. That's the problem. It's not the technicals were all lined up for these price zones, for these price areas. But guess what? The chart was not. The market was not. They're like, these guys are targeting this. We're going higher. We're going to go ahead and force these guys into the market whether they want to be or not. And I think that that's what people continue to forget. Time, like how many lessons do people have to be taught, right? It's like you walk through the right door, you're getting punched in the face. You walk through the left door, you get a box of chocolates. Everybody keeps on walking through the right door and thinking eventually somehow the results are going to change. They're
So,
not.
Will, something you said that I actually think a lot of people need to consider is when you're in a raging bull market, which we are, um, it's very, very rare that you get the perfect retest. And this is something I've said numerous times. This originated from Snorlax. He already knows what I'm about to say. If you get that perfect retest, oftentimes the trend is not as strong as you thought, and it actually isn't such a perfect retest. Okay.
Exactly.
So when Will's saying like, "Oh, you think 59K is coming? That's your perfect spot." Front run your level. Front run your level because somebody else is. When there is this much demand for digital commodity like Bitcoin, and of course Bitcoin is tied to altcoin performance, it's very rare you get the perfect retest. And you know what that level is. Like if you pull up Bitcoin USD, go map out the perfect retest. It'll be obvious, right? It'll be like a weekly level. It'll be like the top of a previous, range high. You'll be, I'm going to buy there at that perfect spot. Altcoins sometimes give perfect retests more because they retrace harder. I don't think in a Bitcoin bull market you're going to get a lot of perfect retests. So that's what Will's alluding to is like you might get a dip, you're in it. you know, you're being greedy, you know, like you're being greedy, waiting for the perfect retest. And he's 100% correct. Will is sharing wisdom with you because if this is not a bear market, like when you're in a choppy, rangy bear market, you get a lot of those perfect sweeps and stuff. I don't think you're getting them here. I don't think you are.
Hang
Front
on.
run your level.
Check this out. Okay. So
Check.
two options. Yes. Check this out.
That was a dad joke, Jackus. That was such a
I
dad
know
joke.
that was a dad joke, man.
That was a
No,
dad
check
joke.
this out. Okay, look. So structurally, Bitcoin dominance looks a lot. Not price structure, market cipher structure. You guys wouldn't get it, but
we get it. You have fancy indicators.
yeah, you wouldn't understand, Tommy. You wouldn't.
No, I would.
understand.
You paid $1,000 for an indicator that they make for free. That's what I.
Hey.
Okay,
we got
sorry,
it for
sorry.
basically free 5 years ago, and it's paid itself off over 100 times. So that's okay. This area
Over 100 times. So you paid $1,000 for it.
for sure.
That means that you've made $1 million from this indicator.
Okay,
Is that
maybe
true?
not. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Tucker, what's your net worth and your social security number? I'd like to know while we're here on YouTube.
Talk to the IRS for me. Look. Okay, look. So we got this guy. We got this. This works, by the way. This isn't just like random draw. Like this works. Okay. You have weakening money flow. You have the last little trigger wave right here before it goes down. Now, this is one option. Okay. This is one option. This would put you up here somewhere, right? So that's this. Can
you put Bitcoin USD on the bottom just so we can see what Bitcoin was doing at that time? I think that would maybe be helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Maybe don't even do that, right? Literally just go upper left corner and throw it on a new pane so the timeline's up and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. Throw it in log mode.
What does
the problem is? It's in such a. The reason I did that is because it's in a high time frame. And
no, put it in log mode. Put it in log mode. I know you hate log mode, but throw that in log mode and you can see it. There you go.
All right, check this out. So, and I'll draw the all-time high break. So, first of all, let's just go back to scenario one, which I think is more option. Is this or more ideal? This is where we are, which we've been speculating for a while, that we're right at the all-time high break and we're experiencing that volatility near it, right? So, right there, right? Let's just put a nice little green box there also. That's scenario one. Now, where was Bitcoin dominance then? So it was literally peaking. It was in here. It was in this region right now. Could we stab higher? I guess, right? I guess.
My vote is for the green scenario, brother.
Yeah. Well, that's what we want. That's what we want. Actually, this is slightly incorrect though, because look, this green candle right here, when we actually broke through it with gusto, was this one. So it would be more like this, but it's like, and we got to make this a little smaller, but it's like that, right? It's like, what are we talking about? Either way, right? Either way, even if you get a little deviation higher, it's still going down. Now, obviously the other scenario, just based on the structure, is that we'd be here in this green region, which would be the red scenario, right?
I don't think so, brother. I think it's green.
I think it's green too, just given where price is, right?
If we had been bleeding, if we had been bleeding for 3 months slowly, like in 2019 through 2020, I would say maybe we have one more spike. But in my opinion, we're already about to collapse, you know, like we are contextually from the perspective of where Bitcoin USD is here. We're already like at that sweet point. Like maybe when Bitcoin rips to 75 or 80K, you take out those wicks at 55%. But I do not think you're getting 60%. Like I will go on the record. You can troll me and make fun of me if you want. I do not think you're getting 60%. You could maybe get 57. Maybe. If you're lucky, you get 57.
Well, no, I know.
If you were trading, and I'm talking to Tommy, because I'm looking at Tommy smirking at me while I'm fudding his thesis here, okay? Tommy, if you're looking at this, pretend this is an altcoin USDT chart. If you saw a sweep of those highs right there, you would be immediately looking for shorts. If you go too much higher, then it becomes a breakout. If you go to 60%, then you've broken out and your uptrend continues. I think you cannot go to 60% and then have a Bitcoin dominance capitulation. I think all you can get at this point is a sweep.
Yeah,
I
literally
also
when
think
you
that in
break that all-time high,
2019,
Hang on.
it's
I just flamed on Tommy. I need him to respond. You
I
gotta
mean,
give the
look,
man a
I'm
mic.
allocated to alts. Like, I agree. It's more of like an inevitability. I just think that I could see Bitcoin lead another leg higher, and you could see Bitcoin dominance trade higher. But
that's what
I
happened though,
don't think
Tommy.
we're far away. Like,
That's literally what happened right here. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Okay, right here when we broke through the all-time high in 2020 with Gusto. What did dominance
Yeah.
do? It chatted and swept and then it nuked, right? Up until when did it nuke?
Wait. Tucker. Oh my gosh. Soybean chart, brother. What is happening?
Oh,
Get the
No,
soybean-
Max.
Oh,
I'm
man.
putting your not yet.
Dude,
they will never
this
learn.
is shocking.
Right here. Okay.
No,
After
soybean.
Bitcoin.
They will
Hang
never
on.
learn.
After Bitcoin was 40%
No, man.
above its all-time
No.
high, that's when it collapsed. Okay.
But this
So
has been the
let's
cycle of front
extrapolate.
running, Tucker, and you
Just-
know that.
Let's
Yeah.
extrapolate.
It
Yeah,
has
I know it's
absolutely been
front
front
running.
running. Yes, it has absolutely been
So
front
lower,
running.
Jackus, lower. This is way
I-
too high time
I
frame.
had to
So-
Tommy into soybean chart because
Actually, maybe the higher
was
time frame might
unacceptable.
even be better because it doesn't move at all.
So here's the easiest way. This will help everybody. It'll help people feel like we're not being biased. Any chart that you guys are looking at, moving forward, at least for this session, let's go ahead and let's invert it for the bears, and help people understand what the inversion looks like on everything.
the
Right.
only bearish chart today is Lululemon.
Well,
dropped
the,
nuking.
the point that I wanted to get to is that you guys will actually find your perfect retest in the dominance chart if you just invert it.
So, guys, before we get any further here, you need to get your daily flogging from the BB team. Okay, the likes are in absolute capitulation. I understand most of you guys actually tune in for the soybean chart now, so maybe we'll just stay here, I guess. But guys, Sal says it how it is, man. Hit the like button, you dumb MFs. I'm tired of having to stare at the soybeans because of you dummies. I mean, Sal, that's a great point, man. And I appreciate you saying it the way that it is. Guys, look at this. Jackus is now looking for like a market maker sell model on the soybean futures chart. Guys, what are we even doing? If you want to get back to the actual discussion, oh my gosh, soybeans go negative. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, do us a solid. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. You know the routine. We can't get off the soybean chart until we get the like to viewership ratio up. I one day dream of living in a world where we don't have to ask for likes because it doesn't matter and our content gets pushed by the algos otherwise. But unfortunately, we are living in a world that is ruled by guys that really they measure the quality of your content solely based on the engagement and the likes. I have a dream. It's my own version of the MLK speech. I have a dream that one day I won't have to ask you guys for likes. But guys, if you're enjoying the content, please take one quick moment. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. It does wonders for the algorithm. It does wonders for the channel. And again, if you're new here, consider subscribing. This is Market Check brought to you by BB. We are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern time with this full cast. We talk charts, we talk price, we talk narratives, and we even talk soybeans, only when we don't get enough likes on the stream. Let's see where we're at, guys. Let's see. 126. All right, let's get back to the discussion. Tucker, thanks for the likes.
Okay, guys, look. Just let me cook. All right, 2
Wait,
weeks.
I was just cooking here.
No,
Tucker, come on.
no, you
Wait.
weren't.
Tucker's
No,
locked
you
in.
weren't.
Tucker's locked in. Let him go, man. Look at
let
his
me
You
go.
cook, Tucker, but
Everyone
invert the
silence.
chart. Invert the chart.
All right,
No.
everybody silence. Tucker's in kill mode
Everyone
right now.
silence.
He's
All
a
right,
jaguar, literally like about to pounce out of a tree.
I've
on
cracked
prey
the
right
code, guys. The code has been cracked. All right, look.
now. Nicolas Cage.
We're gonna
man.
sweep the highs. Okay, we're gonna sweep the highs on Bitcoin dominance. But look at the look. That's it. This is what's gonna happen. Okay, and this takes 2 weeks. Ignore that. This takes 2 weeks. All right. Look at this. Look at this. All right. These two candles, 2 weeks, right? Where was that on the chart? Okay. This started right as we broke this all-time high in 2020, right? Now, given the market cap, I'm going to adjust for volatility, but we didn't see the peak in dominance until Bitcoin was almost 40% above all-time highs, which would be like 90K, right? I'm going to adjust. Don't worry. I'm going to adjust. Okay. We're going to call it 25. We're just going to ballpark. All right. 25% would be 85K. All right. Dominance spikes. Bitcoin goes to 85K. Dominance literally falls off a cliff and dies. That's it.
That's
it
it.
takes 2 weeks. 2
Bang.
weeks. That's all. Can you
Boom.
endure a dominant spike for 2 weeks? I think so.
Boom. That's literally it. That's
Yeah.
it right there. You're going to get your sweep. Tucker, what does that sweep go to? 56, maybe?
Check this out. Check this out. The sweep was 0.89% above the high. Okay. Nothing.
What's the data,
0.79.
Tucker?
Okay.
I'm curious on the.
You want to see where that takes us, Tommy? It's not 60. It's
No,
not
what's
60.
what's the date on it, Tucker? Because you know how I feel about small caps and equities too.
55%. The date on what?
The date on the top.
The date on the top of dominance?
Yes.
Like 2 weeks from now.
That's about what I thought. for
Yeah.
small caps, that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
Tommy, if
But
Tucker draw a fractal up to 60%, or just draw like a squiggly line up to 60%. Tommy, this is my issue with 60%. If you go to 60%, you have a confirmed breakout and you now level up above this range high. That's not going to be possible to just like break back down through 55. We have to be top tier, brother. Like we simply cannot close a weekly candle above 57, 58 without it messing up altcoin season. It will. It absolutely will.
I mean, we could.
Can you go back, Tucker, to those three charts?
Altcoins have performed. It's just you're not going to get that breadth expansion. I hate that you guys.
I made you say breadth.
And you just might not get that breadth expansion. As long as Bitcoin is dominating the market. But I will say I am allocated to alts. I'm expecting small caps to rip, and ETH Bitcoin is sitting at a huge inflection point on the chart, while you have XRP coming into a huge period likely for securities law. So all the catalysts are there for this to be an inflection point on dominance. And just because I've had the Bitcoin dominance to 60 thesis for a really long time doesn't mean that it actually happens. But it has chatted a lot since kind of when I anticipated Bitcoin dominance to be pumping. Although USD prices didn't necessarily do what I thought they would do initially. We are at an inflection point, that goes without saying, on dominance. And I am bullish on small caps, and I'm bullish on altcoins. So
you've been spot on correct about Bitcoin dominance. I just think you're getting greedy with your target. You've been right about it for 6 months, but you're wrong about where to take profit. You should be taking profit here to 50.
Oh, I'm not even in the trade though. That's the thing. Like,
you are because you're long altcoins.
I'm allocated to altcoins because I do think that's where the rotation is. And I think regardless of what Bitcoin dominance does, we've seen throughout the last 6 months, there are plenty of pockets of outperformance in altcoins that you can play, even if you don't get that breadth expansion.
Wait, Will. But before Tucker puts it on the screen, I just wanted to do a little note. First of all, I think Tucker got it right that he points out to the fact where BTC is around all-time highs, which I think is the correct assessment given, like he compares 2020, right, and then how it went past cycle. And I think this is a correct assessment given that this cycle we've also broken all-time highs and are jerking around it. And there is also another thing to that, and that's that sweep we had in 2020, right? That came after we already had a DeFi summer, if you guys remember. And there was an actual mini alt season in 2019-20, the DeFi summer, where alts outperformed BTC. Then there was the jeet in COVID and so forth, and slightly after, obviously. And in that. It wasn't actually during COVID that sweep, but the thing is that there was that altcoin outperformance, whereas in the DeFi summer. But this cycle, we had no alt season forever. We haven't had alt outperformance. Like in general, obviously we had alts that did outperform, but we had no outperformance. The longest since 2017, since the ICO bubble. This is the longest time that alts have been dragged down.
It's a
Okay,
beach
but
ball underwater.
here
Look at ETH BTC, bro. It's literally a beach ball underwater.
at the end of the day, though, I think trying to target the perfect dominance, it doesn't matter. Like, can you pull up the thing I tagged
Yeah,
you on there, Tucker, and just put it on the screen? Like,
What?
you pull up. I
on
tagged you in
Discord. He sent
Discord.
it on Discord.
Go ahead and copy that and just put it on the screen real quick for the audience.
What did you do, Will? Oh, the bill. Okay, I thought it was going to be a meme.
None of anybody's none of your targets, nobody's targets. They don't matter. The government's literally just printing money and injecting it, whether people wanna watch it or not. Like the market's about to absolutely just blow up. Like we've got almost 2 trillion between all the bills right now that are pretty much passed. Right, they're pretty much passed. It's $2 trillion. I don't care if you say it's for government, blah blah blah. It's for it's for the army, blah blah blah. None of that matters. It's stimulus. That's what it is. It's stimulus for the economy. And whether people want to listen to that or not, that's up to them. I mean, I'm having a yard sale next week. I'm going to be sleeping on the floor. I'm going to sell everything I have remaining, and I'm going to put the rest of the money in the market. That includes any extra pairs of shoes, maybe some clothes if I have them. Anything I have to be fully deployed into this market. I can't be any more clear. I feel like we discussed the dominance so much and to such a degree that it actually matters. I feel like in so many ways, like if you look at the altcoin markets, people are like, oh, why is it going to always lose dominance? Why wouldn't it build dominance? Because you're going to continue to see more and more participants. When you continue to see more and more participants, you're going to continue to see more and more shitcoins and altcoins, right? And solutions, wink, wink, to world issues, wink, wink, within crypto. And these basically, VC Ponzi's that are going to continue to grow and grow and grow in this space. The more opportunity that they can see in this space, the more altcoins you're going to see, the more opportunity that you could take advantage of based on the altcoin market. So like if you're coming in here like, oh, buy Bitcoin for 3x, go buy Nvidia, go buy Tesla. Why are you even here? Why are you even here? You could have got more X's on Nvidia this year. Like if you're not here to make money, I get it. Call in the middle of that,
Listen,
my
guys.
bad. If you're not here to make money though, like
Yeah, there it is,
oh,
guys.
sorry, I
There
got a
it
call
is.
in the middle of that.
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
There.
for me, this is the greatest opportunity of a lifetime, right? And you still have that opportunity available to you. It's still available to you because you're in the middle. You're in the middle. Where does that opportunity go out the window? It goes out the window once you start hitting price discovery. We haven't done that yet. So like people waiting for like 2% pullback or 59K BTC and so on and so forth. Like, come on, man. Like just be realistic about your price targets, understand where the market is going, and look at it as a whole. Like this is your literal last opportunity before you end up having to really kind of guess where the top is. Because once you hit price discovery, now you have to really pay attention because you've risked it all now. Once you get into price discovery, you can come back and recapture all that price discovery, which means you could end up underwater even in the next bear. But if you're buying below price discovery, the next bear shouldn't even really touch you. It shouldn't touch you. Outside of if you're riding a altcoin back down, then you're gonna get wrecked 99x down. But yeah, I mean, I can't make it more clear for people. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're too bullish, blah blah blah. No, I'm trying to be really adamant about teaching people like there's certain things you pay attention to, and there's certain things where you just shut up, close your eyes, and you bid. It just is what it is, whether people want to believe it or not.
All right,
It's
so
as simple as
Pedro.
this. If you guys see a native person walking around you, that's Will, who sold all his t-shirts to buy more crypto.
Yes, it is.
Guys,
Wait,
I
so
have
let's
some.
address Jackus. Address the monthly candle though, because this guy asked about the monthly candle.
I will, but I have some alpha regarding the soybean chart.
Are we still in need of soybeans?
I'm not sure, but I stayed cooking on the chart and I found something interesting.
Oh no.
And it actually revolves around lots of stuff. But if you guys want the soybean alpha, you better push this to 200 likes.
All right,
Where are we though?
let me just address this guy's monthly thing comment. So I get it, because in 2020 we just all greens, right? No bad looking, like maybe you could compare it to this one. I don't think we're that high, that we're not that far into the cycle, but obviously we're not going to get a perfect replica of this in 2020 or of this, right? It's going to be some kind of a mix between the two, right? So look at the monthly candle in March, by the way, in March, okay, of 2017. A terrible looking candle. Also, January, a terrible looking candle, right? So I think, all things considered, you can have a not so great looking candle and still be in a massive parabola, right? You know,
Exactly.
it is what it is.
That's where people are losing the plot here. Like if you look at every market top there, none of them look like what we're experiencing right now with this candle. Like none of those candles look the same. Not a single one of them. Every
To,
market top, you have a decent expansion to the upside, and then you get like a mixed reaction candle at the top, right? Or a fluctuating candle at the top. Like you had the hammer of 2021. Then you get the green push into the red drop, into the red drop, into the red drop, and that's a triple. I think we call that a three black crows, right? Which is a continuation pattern. Then you get the rise, and then you get another drop again the flush. Over there on the left, on the previous cycle, you got the high, you got a really hard push, you get a lower high, and then you roll, right? This is a hammer. This is where the market is indecisive, and this is the problem. Everybody right now is so split on direction. You can see it across the board between bulls and bears, even on X, on social media, on most social medias, that everybody here is split. But guess what? In the end, bulls will win this push. It will happen. You have to understand, once you've already visited price discovery, you're going to continue. Like this isn't a deviation. We could discuss that in 2021, right? When you had a double top. You're not getting a triple top. Like people are high if you think that this is a triple top 4 years later. Like you must have just started meth or something, because that's not what's going on here.
I will address that, Tucker. So this is what people are seeing. And they're like, oh my God, it's so over. Monthly SFP. And I'm going to do what I did on the weekly when we were trading at 40K. You look ugly. I look breakout to new all-time highs. We are not the same. All right. It's as simple as this. Just delete the wicks. And I'm not saying they are not important, but I'm saying it doesn't matter, because you are breaking. You will have the highest monthly candle close as long as we close bullish in
Exactly,
history.
Jackus. That's exactly it. The next candle is going to be a monster. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of people are not seeing it. They're thinking it's
No.
going to be some kind of summer drop or some kind of, interest rate lowering that's going to drop this market to its knees. No, they're stemming the market to prepare for interest rate drops. That's what they're doing. That's why you're seeing all these bills pass. They're going to stimulate the market and then drop interest rates, and the market's not going to move against interest rates, and then it's going to shove.
Not to mention that it really doesn't matter if we close the monthly with a wick, because if the next candle is bullish breakout through, or it doesn't even have to be the next monthly, right? We can just go sideways, doesn't matter. We can even sweep the monthly low here, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, look at what happened here. We also swept the all-time highs, we rejected, swept the monthly low, and then just continued higher. The structure wasn't broken, the trend continued higher. So this essentially just means that the trend, and I kept on saying that the trend gets paused. But if you are anticipating what Capo is telling you, then you are doing it wrong. This is hopium. You need confirmation for that. And when do you get confirmation? You do not get it until we break 39K. So I'm saying that we never ever see sub 39K until it truly is over, right? Like if we were to lose this level, then yes, we would be going probably, to new lows. But until that happens, it's a bullish continuation, and there can be fuckery, in between here, locally, but the trend remains to be bullish, so I do not care. And
Jackus, could you pull up NVIDIA beside this and just show them the breakout? Like, show them that. Like, I don't know how people can't just view these other charts and understand like what is occurring here. And SPY's a good one too.
and what do you want me to pull up exactly?
So look at the all-time high break. Like people, they're not getting it. They're just not getting it.
Yep, they are not. I agree. They are certainly not. Because we can totally get like something like this. Where are you?
Your retrace happens so much higher than what people are anticipating.
Yeah, not sure exactly how that would be, but
Is that not a bullish scenario for Bitcoin dominance if that happens? I'm not trying to like start.
No, it is. No, I agree,
if
Tommy.
you rip that hard on Bitcoin again later in the year, like dominance will rip.
Listen, I do think that dominance has a strong pullback higher at some point, because right now, where's the drawing tool? The dominance kind of looks something like this right now, right? So it isn't probably going to be just like that, It's probably going to be something like it's going like this.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll over. Then there is this push, but this is your 60%, right? And I think we are ahead of this. Then maybe there is the scary pullback that's like BTC going from, I don't know, from 80K to 200K. That's the Bitcoin dominance. And then this is alts going sub 35% on the BTC.
You know what I've seen time and time again, Jackus? Every time somebody draws a swing fail, their swing fails the breakout. Every single time.
SFP stands for?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like what?
SFP stands for stay effing poor. I think that's the best way I've ever heard it described.
Listen.
I don't know that I made money trading SFPs. At least.
Oh no, SFPs. Oh no, SFPs.
That's what I'm saying. Like every single SFP has been a breakout.
Oh no, listen, SFPs do matter, but it's as always about the context. It's like using overbought when price is in price discovery. You don't use overbought in that scenario. You can use oversold when we are in price discovery, right? Because when you get oversold in price discovery, that's a deep retrace and the market will bounce, especially given the time frame. So like if you have a weekly, daily bullish trend and you get oversold on H1 or H4, you shove in, right? But if you are in price discovery on daily, weekly, and you get overbought, man, it can stay overbought for months. The funding can stay, positive for months. The SFPs can keep on going SFPs. You need to apply context. So just like with the monthly here, matters absolutely not. Here, listen, this is your best example. This is your current SFP. Just like we got at 48K, everyone was SFP, right? And then we got boom.
And by the way, one thing, and then I'm gonna let you finish. Beyonce had one of the best music videos of all. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, you have to know what that's from, though, right? It's not truly a swing fail unless we get a red monthly close. Okay, this right here is just a little sweep and local jeet. This is actually, if bears can't finish this and make this month red, this is their chance.
The wick
That's
getting
true.
filled.
It doesn't
and
even
closed
matter. It
above.
doesn't even matter if they
I
do.
don't
It
really
does
think
not
it
matter if they do.
close.
Go look at 2017. It doesn't matter if it's a red monthly. It doesn't matter.
I think we're just going to sit in April. There are just way too many confluent factors for that. At least risk, small caps, altcoins, like it's there. And I largely draw on equities here for that bias. I mean, just look at the IWM. It's teasing a 2-year breakout or a breakout from a 2-year range. How often can you say that? So you think Bitcoin dominance is about to melt down? Well, IWM is probably about to melt up. And that's, that's, for those who don't know, that's the small cap index
Well,
in equities, but it looks fantastic.
I just want to add to this really quick, Jackus, and then you can keep cooking. Can you pull up the RSI real quick and throw it on the monthly for the guy who likes to keep talking about the monthly over and over and over again? Can you draw a line across those highs? Just that, yeah, just there you go. How much further do we have to go before we actually tap that high there, Jackus? That looks like a lot of runway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
That
does.
looks like a lot of runway. So
And
the guy
imagine-
who keeps talking about the monthly, you're losing the plot here.
What's monthly
losing.
RSI at?
Not even close to where we need to be.
What's it at?
774, and it
Just
should be
move
going
your-
to 90.
74.
It's 74 and should be going to like 90. What I would love to get is like these little 2 monthly down months along the way. So maybe we get like the next month is kind of like, we'll see what I would love, because we still have about 10 days till end of the month. So what I do think happens is that we get this bounce higher, right? And then the next month we stay ranging. The monthly here doesn't close where it is right now. It closes around the previous all-time highs. The next monthly candle is bearish, but it's not bearish where it sends anyway lower. It's just like it stays within this monthly range, basically, right? It stays within here, but it's bearish, right? It's a down month, which means Bitcoin is ranging, right? 1, maybe even 2 months, something like would happen here. Basically, we get this is your current SFP. Maybe even the next month is bullish, then it's bearish, then we continue. This would go alongside what Will was saying with the RSI, and it also goes with the fact that if you get a monthly bearish one, it resets the RSI for further upside, and then again, just like here, even here, look, we were trading at just 5K, and I'm saying just because given it went to 20K, that makes a hell of a difference if you bought down here. So for example, to 5K, that's 2000%, but to 20K is 8000%, right? It's a big difference for those that bought down here. And even here at 5K, we already managed to close that RSI out there. It rejected, but then went even higher to the full parabola. And that can happen here. The RSI, resets, then goes higher, then resets again, then does something like this, and then we have the next bear market.
The biggest point I want to point out here with RSI is like, even though people may look at that and be like, oh, it doesn't look like there's that much room, that's a lot of room on the monthly. That's a ton of runway.
Yes.
Like, that's well over 100K in my opinion.
Yes.
When you're looking at that from a distance standpoint.
Let me show you some secret alpha, Jackus. I have to do this to you real quick.
Do it.
Just real quick. Yes,
it's called pulling a Tommy.
Yes, I pulled a Tommy on you. Okay, look.
Tommy stole the chart one time. One time, like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. And we've always just called it pulling a Tommy, bro.
Check this out. All right.
It's so funny.
I want everyone to observe. Okay.
Study family.
Let me just go through this. All right. We have bear market. Then we have this little chop period, right? Where we have one red candle. Okay. Massive bull market, bear market, chop, more than one red candle, whatever. Chop.
Mini bear market.
Huge bull market. Okay. Now, bear market, we had the red candles. Okay. We had the red candles. And what's gonna, I mean, the Heikin-Ashi chart helps you understand the trend and not because the regular candles are aids
Look at
to look
Max.
at sometimes.
Look
They
at
are
Max.
aids.
He's boiling.
I know, but now wait, here's the alpha, Max. Here's the alpha, okay. From the end of the red candles to the top 15 bars, 15 months, okay. 11. Okay. Here's 11. Here's 11 and here's 15, right? September or the yearly open next year. In my opinion, we're going to top somewhere in here given the front running, okay? You should have another 7, 8 minimum green bars, okay? So like if you're thinking about jeeting your bags, this chart should help you because if you look at a regular chart, it looks much more choppy and volatile, but like just look at the trend. Just view the trend, okay? Stop jeeting. There you go.
Yeah, the signs are there, and currently, like the problem is that it could listen. The bear scenario could unfold, but it's like saying, I don't think it is. Nothing is saying that. Let's just hypothetically say it could. But the problem I'm trying to say is that people are anticipating it's going to happen before you actually get a confirmation of the trend change. That's the problem, what people are doing. You need to wait for the confirmation.
I was just wanting to add to that, Jack, because that's exactly what I was talking about. Like when we talk about individuals, I won't name, on Twitter that try to just play the opposite side. It's like you could say, well, I'm just playing opposites, but you have no confirmation. So that's really the worst thing you could be telling people is like, this is going to happen, right? You need some kind of confirmation within liquidity showing you that some kind of failure is going to happen. And I can tell you, if we failed here and went back to 39K in a matter of months, we're not coming back up. Like you're
Tucker,
going into another full-on bear
cute.
market.
You're getting too
Keep
cute.
the
dude.
Renko chart, guys.
You're
The
too.
Renko.
You're
No, I
getting
mean, if
cute.
you
You
bro.
guys
want
aren't
the
bullish
most,
enough.
You're getting too
Look,
cute, man. You got to throw
Renko is
money
alpha,
back.
man. Renko is alpha.
Renko is alpha, man. Look at this chart.
I want to give you guys the most alpha chart there is. Period. All right, and we're
I
gonna take
know
it back. We're gonna take it
I know
back
what
in
you're gonna
history.
say, bro.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up ELF real quick.
Oh,
Since-
Wow.
since the economy-
We're back
since-
here now.
Wow.
Oh my god.
This is a full
Alright.
circle
Since the
moment for
economy
Market
is
Check,
about to
man.
collapse, let's go ahead and pull up ELF.
In the early days of Market Check, when we had like 6 people watching, Will would literally pull up ELF every single day.
Wow, man.
Bro, look at it. It is
I
still not
forgot about
fitting.
this chart, man.
Who here in the comments remembers ELF? Does anybody remember the days of ELF on Market Check? It was
Very
literally
few,
every day.
man. You.
It was ELF and Nakamoto games. That was like Will's 2 favorite charts to pull up in the early days.
It never
Yeah.
pulls back. It
I just
never
got
comes
so
down.
nostalgic.
Who's the CEO? Legolas?
Yeah. We'll go back to it. We'll go back to it for you.
Oh my.
Jeez.
Oh my.
What's going on here? What are we doing? What are we doing here, guys?
Let's look at some altcoins.
Yeah, I just want to. It's a nice bearish retest. We love
No,
to see it.
No.
Be the bearish retest.
That's
Back.
not a
I
bearish
think we're
retest.
putting a local low in today, man.
Yes. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for talking the bear out of Tucker. I don't know what his deal is, man.
He said,
Bearish retest.
"Validate me, Tommy."
Maybe it comes in Asia tonight, but like I generally speaking, I think these lows are going to hold again and that we're going to keep ranging. No free
Yeah.
lunches, man.
Yeah. I'm fine with that, man. I'm fine with that. Just study the bearish retest. But anyway,
You need to study Vin Diesel, brother. You are making a fool of yourself right now.
Dude, did you see the
retest?
comment that somebody said about Vin Diesel? That was unfortunate.
What? Pull it up.
Where was it?
It's a little bit up. I got it. Hang on. There's a lot of comments.
Yeah, y'all were active today. Is he really?
What? Are you serious? Damn, bro. We might need to end that.
Damn.
Is that real?
I don't know if that's real, man.
I chose to shove that down and study the Fast and Furious Vin Diesel, not the real.
Study Paul Walker, man. Study Paul Walker.
Study Uncle Jacob.
Study Dom Toretto. We could
Yeah.
Dom Toretto.
Yeah.
Family.
Okay.
Dude, look how bullish everything looks. Look how bullish literally everything looks. It's incredible. Dude, total threes down 1.6% today.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Bitcoin's
Sorry, guys. I was looking at some charts.
Today.
What?
I wanted to just come in and say study Mandingo.
Dude.
That is elf.
Here we go again.
Right?
Well, Tucker,
That is elf.
Tucker, add a symbol to the right side. Add others, bro. Add others. Total market cap minus the top 10. Just the top. No, not dominance. Not dominance. Bro, others. Everything outside of the top 10 is down 1.7% today. The rotation is so clear in front of you, you're just not seeing it because it's red. How is it possible that as Bitcoin is about to imminently nuke and ETH is nuking and it's over? Others, which is your true shitcoin index. It's the crypto market cap minus everything in the top 10 is down 1.7%, and Bitcoin's down 4.25%, and ETH is down 5%. Guys, alt season, the writing is on the wall. It is right in front of you. Right in front of you. It's just being disguised.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. That's real.
Look at this grind up, man. Wow. I wonder if others.d is any alpha.
Wow.
Let's zoom out. Oh, wow.
Oh, bullish uptrend, bro. Send it.
Oh, my God.
Send it, bro. Send it.
Wow.
You know what that chart looks like, Tucker? I know
What?
exactly what it looks like. It looks like whiff before it giga cent.
Oh, my God. You're right. It does, actually. It does.
Said that the spending bill was approved, by the way. So 1.3 trillion into the economy with haste.
Good to hear. Expeditiously.
Those are rookie numbers these days, though.
It's something.
What's the? For sure, Will. For sure, it's a lot. I was just trolling.
It'll get us a Happy Meal. Don't worry. It'll get us a Happy Meal.
It's like kind of with BTC, right? Like, remember when they started to do these quantitative easing bills, whatever, right? In 2008, when they would like pump 1 trillion into the economy and be like, "Are you kidding me? You are legit buying the entire country or something." And nowadays, the debt is like 33 trillion, or I'm not even sure what those numbers are anymore. It doesn't make sense. As they say in margin call, like the numbers stop making sense anymore. And it's kind of like with BTC, if you think about it, right? Like we used to, like when we used to have $100 move around the 20K range, we were like, wow, BTC is dumping. Nowadays we get hourly 1,000 candles and nobody bats an eye.
Send it.
Hold on, guys. I think maintenance is here.
Maintenance is here. Yeah, man. Others looks good.
Dude, just imagine being a 4-hour jeet, like
Dude.
looking at the 4-hour chart and being like, yep, time to come up with like a 6-month thesis on a 4-hour pullback. Could you imagine that?
I cannot.
You want to see a nice fractal, brother? You want to see a really
Mhm.
nice fractal? I got one
Yes.
for you.
Let's see it.
I don't know if I want to show it.
Is it soybean chart?
It's even better, man. It's so good.
Is it soybean time?
Dude, it's real alpha, man. Like, it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Bro, Max, I just to say this one thing, guys. All right, let me just throw out a couple words. $1.2 trillion was just approved 13 minutes ago. Send it. Absolutely send it.
With
Yes.
haste?
With haste. If you're
With
bearish,
haste.
good luck, because enjoy staying poor, because that's your future.
Here we go, guys. Here's your setup right here.
You need to say it in Bogdan's voice. Well, send it.
This is it. This is your local bull flag right here. That's it.
Bro, they are doing maintenance. I can't set alerts. What is this garbage, man? What is this? I need my alerts. Yeah. What is that? Chop till end of month next week. Send it.
This fractal goes to basically Tuesday, man.
Yep. And what is the what does that first leg up go to? 0.0 what? What's our percentage? 3x, about 3x, yeah. Almost 3x. We'll take it. Be fine with me. I'd be all right with it.
Yeah, bro. I think it's gonna play. It's got a chance, especially with Total 3 and others holding up much better. All we need is Bitcoin to just carve out its bottom, and altcoins are going to absolutely melt vertically, guys.
Do you guys think BTC sweeps the low at 62K?
62? Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yes, but not here. I think we just do it at like the end of a range is the final bear trap, and then they just turbo send it up.
Dude, or we literally just do like this, like something like this, you know.
That's
I
legit.
wouldn't count on it to position in long-term bags, but like I do think we could have that sweep from just a perp standpoint.
Wait, Max, zoom in real close on that chart right now. Don't change the time frame. Zoom in real good. Oh my God.
That's not support resistance, dude. What are you talking about?
Imagine. Look at that wick, brother.
Dude,
that's not support.
No. It's not
clearly not support.
No. I don't know. Something like, I think we're just gonna consolidate here. And like, even if that low gets taken out, right? Like let's say all the 59K boys are correct. Then I think it would just be something like this. You know, like this is your like bull flag right here with like a flat bottom. And then you would maybe worst case see something like this. If it did happen, right? Like you would be like here, and then you would like reclaim, and then you would just go like this and then straight up. And then you'd look back at this and be like, oh wow, like mega deviation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think I'm cheating my participation in the stream and gonna enjoy the Friday.
Sounds good, brother. We're about cooked here, I think.
Yeah, the guys didn't pump the like button even to 200. I'm disappointed by our community because I know they can do better, and We are providing alpha. They are not appreciating him. So, me said, I'm gonna relax now. See ya, guys.
See you, Jackus.
See you, Jackus.
Guys, we're gonna call it here. Thanks so much for being here, guys. This is Market Check brought to you by BB. We are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Before you guys tap out, do us a favor, hit the like button and also subscribe if you are new here. Again, we appreciate your guys' consistent support of what we are building here at BB. And liking and subscribing is the best free way for you guys to support us. Now, if you want to take your trading to the next level, check out the first link in the description below. That will take you to our website, becausebitcoin.com/premium, where you can sign up for our premium services. You get to see behind the curtain at how myself, Tucker, Snorlax, Will, Jackus, and Wabi are all trading. We give constant updates, private analysis that we don't talk about here on YouTube or on X. Absolutely, it's a game changer. People love the service. And additionally, within that, you will be basically, we'll call it an airdrop from now on. You're going to be airdropped to the BB terminal. All right. The BB terminal is coming out right around the Bitcoin halving. It is basically a Bloomberg terminal, but for crypto guys, you're going to love it. You're going to want to use it. It is an awesome tool that will be included in your existing Discord membership for the price of $0. So again, if you sign up right now, you will get the BB terminal included. You'll be part of the beta testing team. And again, no additional cost. So sign up sooner rather than later. And again, thanks so much for being here, guys. I'm pretty sure that Snorlax is with maintenance right now or something. So I'm going to take us out here. But guys, have a great weekend. We will be back on Monday. And again, thanks so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. Check out the first link in the description below. And we will see you Monday. Take care.